over to the family and get their reaction to the verdict, and then we're gonna go from there. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Let's get to it, y'all.
Yesterday, Tadarius Bean, Justin Smith, and Demetrius Haley gave another kick, a deadly kick, to Tyre Nichols and his family. But we
Sound like church.
stand
Sound like church.
with this family to lift this family up in prayer. And to call on the God of justice to deliver real justice for Tyre Nichols. But we were not under any illusion yesterday or last week in trial with an all-white jury from Hamilton County in Chattanooga. We were not under any illusion.
Yes.
But it just wasn't any white jury from Hamilton County. It was the most racist and the most redneck jury that they could have ever found to preside over this case in the matter of justice for Tyre Nichols.
Do y'all know how jury selection works? Have y'all ever watched the movie to understand exactly what jury selection is? All right, so let's hold off for a second. Number one, the people that were on trial was all black. I am not a person that actually believes that Tyre Nichols should have died for what it is. From what I see, from the evidence that I've been presented, from the footage, the body cam footage and all of that, just looking at it on the surface, this is a situation where I am not in favor of cops. However, I am also a fan of the justice system. And if the justice system is innocent until proven guilty, says that the three were not guilty, but then two of them had already pleaded guilty to something different, then I have to say that I'm going to rock out with the justice system, right? But let's be clear. The cops that were being prosecuted were black. So how did this become a racist issue? So just because the jury selection process includes both the defense and the prosecutors. So the prosecutors and the defense, they're the ones that vet and determine who's going to be on the jury, and then they can eliminate people based off of what they think their bias is going to be. So if he was acquitted, if the cops were acquitted amongst the jury that was selected by both the prosecutor and the defense, and the cops were black, how did this become another race issue? Again, one of the things that we were saying last night was we were glad that this isn't going to be a race issue because the people that were on trial in the first place were black cops. So if it's black cops, how does this then become a race issue? I don't understand it. So now they rednecks, but do you see what we were saying? Because again, this goes back to the conversation that we was having when we was talking about what's her name? What's the name of the lady? I forgot what the lady's name that had called the kid the N-word, which was also egregious. But one of the points that was being made was black people a lot of times, even when it's not a racist issue, black people a lot of times have no problem calling white people out of their name. Let me say it again, because I know that it's the part that don't nobody want to say and everybody want to get uncomfortable and they're going to feel some type of way about it. Black people regularly, whether you a preacher or you a drug dealer, they have no problem calling white people crackers, rednecks. They do it on public TV. They don't mute it. They don't blink it out. They don't do none of that. They have no problem calling white people out of their name. And nobody says anything about it at all. Nobody says, nobody blinks an eye. Nobody trips about it. And I be wondering to myself sometimes because I'm black, right? So of course, I know that we can get away with saying some of the most egregious things. We could say all kind of stuff and get away with it. I could say all kind of stuff and nobody is going to check me, boo. Ain't nobody going to say nothing to me. But what I be wondering sometimes, for all of my white people that's watching this right now, when y'all get called redneck and somebody say it with their chest, or they call you a cracker, or they call you a anything, I don't know, ghost, who knows? How do y'all be thinking? Like, do y'all be thinking like, man, that is so critical, but I can't say nothing because I'm actually white and the system is in favor of black people being able to say whatever they want to say about me? Do y'all be tripping? Do y'all trip when they say that? Do y'all like get mad or do y'all get bothered? Do y'all think that it's hypocritical or anything? Curtis, you ain't got to announce it. You can just leave, big dog. You ain't even got a profile picture. We're not tripping about it. We're going to have an uncomfortable conversation and we're going to pose a question. Do y'all get offended when people then say stuff because this is not even a race issue? The people that were on trial were black cops. They weren't even white. Imagine if they was white, this mug would be, that whole city would be turned upside down. Everything in it would be bothered. What would be burned down? Everything in the city would be burned down.
It is what it is. The prosecution, they did their job.
Yes, they did.
But when you still live in America, that they don't see black people. They see police and they see blue.
Right.
And yesterday was a result of an America that has not changed. And it seems like we're living in a world, we're living in America that's not going to change. Yesterday, the whole world cried out for Tyre Nichols.
Yes, we did.
This city cried out for Tyre Nichols in sincerity. But we had a few folks who had some crocodile tears.
That's right.
We had a few folks who had a few fake tears.
Yes.
We had a few folks in the city of Memphis
Yes.
that represent the city of Memphis,
Yes.
like Mayor Paul Young. Oh, you're not getting off the hook today, sir.
Yes.
You're not getting off the hook today, sir.
Yes.
What the
We
mayor-
came to call you out today.
Yes.
What does the mayor have to do with this verdict? I don't understand what the mayor got to do with anything. If the state prosecuted and the jury was the ones that acquitted them and said that they was not guilty, what does the mayor have to do with anything? Why does the mayor have any role whatsoever in whether or not your son should or should not have lost his life, whether the police officer should or shouldn't be guilty? What does the mayor have to do with anything? What? This is why I don't like being around people that's emotional, bro. Honestly, I don't like being. What's the point of this press conference? How do they? What happens in this press conference? What are they looking to solve? Are they looking to create a riot? Are they starting to, start a movement? What's going on here, guys? What's happening? Somebody bring me up to speed and help me to understand exactly what this press conference is supposed to achieve.
We came to call out Chief of Police CJ Davis. You're not getting off the hook today.
Yes. She need to be fired. Fire CJ.
If you're real and you love Tyre, you don't need no goddamn prompter.
All right.
You don't need no script and go on social media and talk about your care and concern for Tyre Nichols and this citizen and these citizens. Mayor Young, if you love Tyre Nichols, you would have gotten rid of CJ Davis.
Yes.
I thought that all of the police officers actually got fired. Didn't the police officers get fired? I'm like 100% sure, like 99.9% sure that they got fired. And then the first thing that they did was they released the body cam footage to the public because they wasn't trying to hide anything. This is weird, bro.
Her unit that she brought from Atlanta and created the Scorpion unit right here in Memphis, Tennessee, that produced a Tadarius Bean, a Justin Smith, a Demetrius Haley, a Emmett Martin, It is her that produced that.
Yeah. And fail the training.
My Lord.
So we don't
I
need
feel you, Dixie girl.
no crocodile tears from leadership. We need real change, real love, real support in the city of Memphis. This city is hurting.
Yes.
It's not hurting from the lack of money.
Yes,
It's
it
not
is.
hurting from the lack of education.
Yes, it is.
It's not hurting from the lack of DEI. It ain't hurting from that. What this city is hurting from is from the lack of love.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Anton from AntonDaniels.com has heard enough. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's a spokesperson for the family. Apparently, he's race baiting, and he's saying that, you know, we have to get down to lay down and no crocodile tears. Everybody is going to get lashed out at. It's everybody's fault. It's the mayor's fault. It's everybody's fault. It's black people's fault, redneck, white people's fault. Everybody's going to catch this L. I'm so tired of the race talk, honestly, bro. I don't know if I've aged out. I think I've aged out. As a 43-year-old man, I think I've aged out of the whole race talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is race. Everything is evil. Everything is black and white. Now it's a redneck. Now the jurors is racist. All of this stuff. It gets old. It really is old. Like, it's tired. People are tired. People don't want to keep going through this nonsense every single day. And so they going to do their thing and they going to do their press conference. But I'm going to just say prayers up for the family, because I do not believe that that boy should have lost his life. But I don't think that this is a race issue either. And this is the way that you start to rile people up to get them to do something that you wouldn't do yourself.